In our last couple lessons, we walked through the ways that analytic projects fail. Now we're going to back up a bit and understand how we got to this ongoing dysfunction between analytic and business teams. How did we get here exactly? Well, part of the issue is that historically most businesses, other than tech companies, have not had a sophisticated analytic function. Sure, there were regular reports, but not turnkey dashboards, interactive queries, or real-time data intelligence. Data were not core to daily decision-making. Right now, we are in a big data revolution, where companies in almost every industry know they must collect, mine, analyze all sorts of information, vast amounts, in order to keep up. If they're not already using big data analytics or artificial intelligence, they've already fallen behind. Many companies have been dragged into this new wave without leadership really having a clear understanding of what its potential could be or how to optimize it. The idea of big data is appealing. An estimated 95% of large organizations say they believe big data analytics will be key to their future success. And globally, we're producing so much data that it's an amount unfathomable to the human brain. To give you some idea, we're using words like quintillion, which is a 1 followed by 18 zeros, and that's how much information is generated and stored on a daily basis. And because of recent advancements in the speed, storage, and power of computing, analysts can now apply complex methods using machine learning on new platforms that didn't even exist a decade ago. And methods are being used that weren't invented when I went to school. Data science is becoming more essential, more sought after, and more complex than ever before. So we need more of it at the same time that analytics is becoming increasingly difficult for non-data scientists to even understand. It's getting more critical at the same time fewer people understand it. Industry experts estimate that we'll need almost double the number of data scientists in the next 6 years to keep up. So you might think, oh, this is a wonderful time to be or to hire an analyst because there's so much potential. But a big question remains. Can we achieve that potential when businesses aren't equipped to integrate analytic talent into their core business? Let's take a hard look at just how problematic this really is. Just from my own experience, and I'm sure your experience too, I knew that analytic projects often go sideways and don't achieve their intended goal. But I had no idea how bad things really are. Get this. In the business reviews I've seen, 85% of analytic projects in business never produce value. Let me say that another way. Fewer than 1 in 5 analytic projects deliver measurable business value to their corporations. Well, this might surprise some of you. If you're an analyst in the business environment, or if you're a business professional working with analysts, you know it's true. We're doing a lot of hard work, but all too often that work doesn't get applied to solve the business challenges it was intended for. So what's the underlying problem? Well, first I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a lack of data or computing power. It's not that analysts aren't talented or they don't have the right tools. It's not a lack of effort on either side's part. So what is the problem? Well, authors of a summary in Harvard Business Review described it this way. When things go wrong, it almost always happens at the interface between the analytic function and the business function. In other words, the majority of problems result from the inability of the business and analytic teams to collaborate effectively and do their handoffs. Part of this is organizational. Teams are divided by separate reporting structures, separate functions, separate duties. We all see that, those silos. Part of it is misalignment of priorities. And of course, part of it could also be technical problems with data. But the majority of the failures in business analytics are the result of how people do and don't communicate. That interface fails. The project then fails. And all that potential that we talk about from big data it doesn't materialize. That's why I'm here, and that's why you're here, to learn how to communicate effectively and efficiently. That's also why businesses need analytic translators like you. In the next lesson, we'll explore the industry's communication problem and some of the reasons why the situation can seem like it's stacked against us.